So I don't know about you, but I'm in a bit of a money-making mood today. We're going to make a couple extra $100 today using DeFi. We're going to look at some opportunities. I'm going to take you behind the scenes and hopefully walk you through some stuff. I think people are still struggling with like ROI Dapps or rug pull PTSD, or if you're newer to this space, the returns of 100, 150, 200. I'm in a pool right now doing 240, 463% right now, and I'm sitting on $545 of unclaimed fees. Now, the value of my liquidity does fluctuate, but the point of this is we're providing a service to the markets. We're providing liquidity so people here on the Turbos DEX can buy and sell SUI USDC. They can swap it, sell it, trade it. We're providing a service so DeFi operates. This is a business. And if at any moment you just jump into all the pairs, I mean, there's thousands of opportunities. We as liquidity providers have to provide a service. We have to put up some AVAX or some USDC into a liquidity pool. There's $28 million of volume flowing through this over the last 24 hours. There's almost $10 million of liquidity. And guess what? We get paid these fees. We get paid these fees. We get paid these fees. That's fundamentally what we're doing. And I'm simplifying it because we do have to understand the markets. And if you're doing concentrated liquidity, you don't want to FOMO into stuff or just gamble your money away, because you can lose money just like anything else. Investing, there's always a chance of loss, but the only way to get ahead is through investing. If we stay working per hour, we're never really going to get out of the rat race. We have to start investing, and that is a mindset shift. So anywho, I'm earning what, $110, $120, $130 per day here. I can jump on in. Let's go claim my rewards. I have 193 SUI, which is $323 worth. That's in sort of like a boost or an incentive that Turbos pays me. And I'm also sitting on $220 of trading fees. So we'll collect that in a second here. Osmosis has some really cool opportunities. When it comes to like Osmo and Atom, again, you have to understand the underlying assets and how they move. But I mean, you're making almost 1% per day, and this ain't no ROI Dapps. Now, you can use tools like DeFi Llama. You can use tools like Poolfish to find these pools. So you can literally go on, different dexes. You can calculate returns. You can kind of play with your ranges. If you want a video on that, do let me know. We are creating some free courses, by the way, here in the Underdog Investor Group around liquidity pools, yield farming, DeFi as a business. I will be explaining more of that in those free courses. If you want access, please let me know in the comments. They will be launching early March, and it'll be a first come, first serve basis. We will have a cap on how many people we allow in. And your first dollar in DeFi challenge is coming out tomorrow. It is completely done. I'm excited to launch this. There's over 100 people who's RSVP'd for this already. It is a part of the Underdog Investor Group offering. It's sort of like a pre-step before we get into the six-figure DeFi Earner Portfolio Challenge, where we actually work through different DeFi missions to get from $3 per day, all the way to $300 per day. We have members earning $2,000 per day. That's our biggest one. We did interview them, and it is actually in the member wins here. It's also on YouTube, which is super, super cool. That said, let's get into it. So, you can use tools to find these pools. Again, Osmosis has some really awesome opportunities. I think Turbos has some really awesome opportunities. I was in this for a bit. I'm re-entering it. I'm basically taking the rewards I earned from my SUI USDC, $500, $600, moving it into Turbos USDC. So I'm earning, almost 400%, and my boost is SUI. I'm really bullish on native DEX tokens. So as liquidity and as volume starts picking up on these DEXs, typically those native DEX tokens like, Sushi or like Trader Joe or like Turbos do really, really well. Especially in the bull market. So I've been kind of stacking up on that. Let's do this. Let's get into something from scratch for fun. We're going to get in it and we're going to get out of it. What I'm going to do is I'm not even going to worry about the range right now. I'm just going to set a range in a way that, just straight up get into it. I just want to show you how this works. So I'm going to approve USDC. And we're going to get into this position just quickly. Done, add, confirm. We're going to enter this position. Literally took us just a few minutes. And then we're going to go look at this pool. There we are. Nope, this is a different pool I'm in, so I'm sitting on $11 there, but I want to check out a different pool. I believe it's this one. Nope, let's refresh. It is this pool. As you can see, my GMX ETH is a little out of range, but I'm not too concerned about it. Again, think of these like businesses. I've got all these tiny little businesses earning me from 10, 20, 30 bucks a day to 100, 150 bucks per day to 100 bucks, 200 bucks per day, and added up together, they really start making a ding. Now, we just entered this. I want to show you how cool this is. We just entered this. I've got almost 5 cents in fees already. Now, we can hang out for a minute or two, and this thing will just keep collecting fees. Now, where is this money coming from? It's coming from traders, from people buying and selling ETH right now. And so every time someone comes into here, and let's say they want to swap some ETH for some USDC or vice versa, right? We'll just go like this, done. Guess what? They pay a fee. And where does that fee go? It goes to me. That rhymes. The fee goes to me. The fee goes to you and me. So I've almost made 10 cents in here, 11 cents. And now, anytime I want to exit this pool, I can. Anytime I want to collect fees, I can. And again, don't get too hung up on the ranges I set. This is just a quick example. I'm just throwing some money around just to show an example. There is strategy and skill to actually setting ranges, and it's not something that you can watch a video from a month ago and say, oh, because the markets are always changing. And so, yes, it does take some work, does take some effort, but I think those who commit to it, the sky's the limit when it comes to the opportunities in DeFi. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this recording. I'm sure within a minute or two or a couple minutes, we'll be at over $1. Then I'm going to claim these fees. I'm going to remove liquidity. We're going to swap back to stablecoin. It was a good day of farming. And within 5-10 minutes, we made a couple bucks. And you can just imagine, I think you can start putting the picture together of when you start entering multiple pools, and those multiple pools are paying you, to the tune of at times hundreds of dollars per day. And again, some people look at it and they're like, well, I don't have $8,000 to start. Well, like neither do most people. This is a business. I've started many businesses and I started with $0. You build it up over time. But I think those who have like a 6-month vision, at least, they do really well because in 6 months, they're earning really good money. But those who are like, oh, I just have 30 days and I have very little to start with, they kind of screw themselves up mentally because, well, within 30 days, they're like, I'm not really making millions of dollars, so I quit. And I'm like, you're giving up on literally one of the best opportunities available to us right now. So I'm actually not even going to pause this video. We already earned about 27 cents. Now, the gas fees to collect this are probably going to be more than actually collecting it, but I just want to show you where you can go collect fees, collect. Those fees are mine. Done. Now, it'll cost me around $2.36 because of the chain we chose. And again, this is just an example, so I'm not actually going to do it because it's literally not worth it. But check this. Let's say I'm done. This ain't no ROI Dapp. You're not asking anyone for permission. We're removing liquidity. Wham, bam, done. We'll reject that first one. We'll confirm this one. I'm removed my liquidity. And then if I want to swap stuff back into stablecoin, I can go USDC, bam. I don't want to use max. So we're going to go like that. I'll leave a little bit of gas fees in there. I'm going to swap that, confirm swap. I'm going to approve the permissions, which already is because I did move a lot of money around this morning. And wham, bam, done. Back in stablecoin, I got a little ETH left over for gas fees, made some fees, etc., etc. Now the question is, what do you do with those fees, Lucas? Do you compound them? I typically don't. I move them into my bull run portfolio. So I will take this SUI that I'm earning and this SUI I'm earning, and I stack into my bull run portfolio so I can start seeing numbers like, here's another $1,700 just in profit today. But I mean, this month we're looking at $62,000 over the month. That's both in moving profits into a bull run portfolio and seeing price appreciation on it. And that's not super accurate because I did actually take some profit off it. That's the game. This is a business. And when we treat it like a business, we get rewarded. If we don't treat it like a business and we still treat it like gambles and we're just trying to make a ton of money in a short period of time and we're setting tight ranges and we're going degen, then you're probably not going to make it. The crypto space is literally so sickening to me, which is why we built a whole different community that literally isn't even on Discord, and we don't talk about meme coins or trying to make it to the moon, because everybody who tries it gets wrecked, and then there's a very small percentage of people who actually make it, share it on Twitter, and everyone wants to live that dream. And I'm like, it's just not realistic. It's gambling, which is fine, but I see gamblers calling themselves investors, and I'm like, that's not the way it works. Just be real. You've got to be in reality here. And so I think slow and steady wins the race, and there's massive wealth to build. If it's slow and steady, you will win this race, but it's one piece at a time, and it's investing in your knowledge. So I hope that helps. I hope that's a bit of a glimpse of what's possible in this space. If you do have questions, let me know in the comments. If you do want access into these free courses once we start releasing them, do let me know in the comments, or check out the Underdog Investor Group. We got a lot of updates happening. We got a lot of new calls. We have the Your First Dollar in DeFi challenge. We have the 6-figure DeFi portfolio challenge. We've got a portfolio review section where you can actually post your portfolio for review, but you can also see everyone else's. So you can actually see real positions, real ranges, people making real money all day long. And I'm talking to the tune. I'm interviewing someone today who's doing over $400 a day. They've been with us for around 8 months. They started at zero with no knowledge of DeFi. They're doing almost $400 per day. You get to see their portfolio, which is pretty cool. And then we have crypto education, TA, and of course our investor groups. And you can actually earn your way into our pro group as well. So check it out if you feel so called. I'm going to move my little mug in the middle. I will leave a video here and here and here and here. Let's go deeper into DeFi, deeper into crypto, show you more behind the scenes, show you different pools, positions, etc. So do check those out, like and subscribe as always. And with that said, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.